Hey guys, welcome back to GTA. Now I know it's been a little bit quieter on the channel than I maybe have intended. But now that it's February 1st, that will change. For today onward, there will be a video a day, back to normal. Now, I will say the shortened videos, that may still be happening. I'm not going to be enforcing the like 1 hour or like 55-minute minimum length for my videos, because honestly, I think that may have just been actually bad for the quality of some of the stuff. For some games, it just sometimes I should follow the natural pacing when the next episode should be. Yeah, no, I'm not answering that. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of just play it by what feels right for each series, how long an episode should be. Maybe find natural stopping points. I don't know. Some videos, they could go past an hour. I wouldn't count on it, but I could see that happening for a game where I get into a good rhythm or something. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, as always, I'm using GTA for my announcements, although I may return to another game that I was using for this purpose in the future, VR chat. I've been kind of neglecting my VR stuff, and, well, I figure I should get back into that. I haven't actually gotten all that quite squared away on the new computer, just because it hasn't been a huge priority. But, I mean, I did upgrade my headset a bit with a battery pack and stuff, so I should be able to, it's going to be more comfortable to wear longer, and it'll be able to keep its power on. Where is the traffic, by the way? Why are the cars disappearing? Am I seriously in like a modded session? I joined the session and immediately swept it because I was just going to be sitting around for a bit setting the video up. But I didn't want... Okay. I don't remember... Whatever. Do public again. I don't remember which one... They always have weird things about, oh, you can and can't do certain crap in invite only. Anyway. Right. Cough is still here, unfortunately. But, yeah. It is getting better every day, so whatever. But yeah, so the plan is, right now, we're gonna go... Don't worry, it's not just gonna be, like, GTA and Warframe crap that isn't parts of a series. Can I not? Seriously? Just no modders. Is that hard of an ask? I guess it is. I guess it's just an impossible ask of this game. Like, I'm literally just connected. Can I get a severe enough jump from up here to actually trigger my parachute to deploy? This is like the most annoying place you could possibly spawn everyone. I bet the modder actually chose this location as the most annoying place you could be. And you're just gonna keep respawning here too. You know, I could do the fucking teleport out with the cell phone going to a heist location, but I kind of want to actually go to the top of the mountain and glide out now. Oh, whatever. I don't think it'll work. No. Maybe from here it would have worked. Please respawn me somewhere smarter. Somewhere better. Rockstar, why is this the algorithm you've chosen? Why wouldn't you make it so the player always responds within a certain distance of a road? That would make so much more sense than what they've actually done. Alright. Really? I can't... Did he break that? The stupid mod... Oh my god. I think finding a new session... Even though I don't have myself set up to spawn at any house. We'll try that again. It's so annoying. I'm getting so sidetracked by this. Okay. So we're gonna start off just with one series for a little bit while I give myself a little bit more time to ramp things up, because I'm not actually giving myself a ton of time to get all this stuff ready. I've only kind of hit this energy spurt right here, peek behind the scenes. It is a couple days before when this video goes up. It's Monday. But yeah, so I'm gonna record a bunch of Jack 3, and we're gonna run with that for a few days. It's gonna bounce between Jack 3 and this kind of stuff. So today, obviously, is the GTA video. And tomorrow is gonna be Jack 3. Saturday is going to be a Warframe video, just another one-off to try and, you know, a little more time. I'll figure out something we haven't seen in Warframe yet and do that. And then Jack 3, and then we'll see what I can do in VR chat. Another Jack 3, and then we're gonna be back. After that point, you're gonna start seeing the sequence start getting back to normal. And as a surprise, not immediately, because I want to get a rhythm and a bunch of content built up before I start poking at things that have been a little bit... What is going... Why is this loading? I'm so tired of modded sessions. I'm so tired of dealing with these modders. This game is just so destroyed. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was a modder. I had to actually... This is the same situation I was already in. I have to get off the mountain, apparently. The jobs aren't spawning. Okay. I just wanted to drive around. I didn't even have any big plans for this video, but no, I can't even have that, can I? Keep doing the roll animation. It's clean, it's controllable, and I can't get knocked out of it. Alright. As long as I can keep doing that. No, that wasn't the roll. Ah, I'd gotten the jump, maybe I would have gotten the parachute from that drop. Okay. Am I making it further down the hill? Yes, I am. Is there... This still sucks. Surely there's another solution. It's too rugged of terrain to do the helicopter, I think. We'll try it.
Merryweather, because security is a private matter. What can I do for you? An air unit's on
We'll try it. Okay. Right. So, after we've had a little bit of time to warm up, I'm gonna...
You're location is unsuitable for our helicopter.
Cool. Well, I guess I'm just gonna fucking hold forward and do a stupid walk and just not pay attention to the game for a bit. So yeah, we'll be going back to Front Mission 2. And gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna get a guide and stuff because I want to get through it. I'm hoping that as we get into it, it'll open up a bit more and I'll actually start enjoying it. Because thus far, I feel like I've kind of been lied to by what people said online, and that it did certain mechanics better. Because it honestly feels like it's missing a really critical part of the formula that makes Front Mission fun, or really any RPG fun. The ability to gain experience between major story missions. There is no way to do that in Front Mission 2, so there's no way to scale the game difficulty down to meet where the player is at. Which I consider to be a really critical flaw to make for an RPG. Especially one where the difficulty scaling seems so all over the place from one mission to another. But you know, we'll see. I'm letting the train get me to someplace near an actual major road. That'll do it. Okay. Well, that's not close. That did not teleport close, but whatever. At least I will be able to drive around, and hopefully traffic will not disappear. Do not disappear, please. Don't disappear. Granted, I looked away. To be fair. Do I keep joining the same modder session? Is that what's happening? Because this is 3 sessions away. Granted, all 3 sessions obviously have had modders in them, but don't disappear. I just want to play this game. Alright, you know what? We're going invite only. Because apparently not even sweeping up public sessions is enough. Okay. NPCs driving. Oh, look. Yes. Good. Finally. Okay. Right. So, besides all that stuff, what else other on the channel? Right. Okay. So, the art time lapses that I put up. So the quick time lapse short videos, you know, YouTube shorts, they've done well, especially one of them did particularly well. So that's cool. I'm glad people have liked that, and I've gotten some subs off of that, which is cool. And I hope you guys have maybe delved into the backlog of videos and seen the content I've had to offer. Or not, I don't know. I don't know what the sort of retention on YouTube Shorts with viewers is compared to normal viewers, but hopefully you found things you like. But as for the longer time lapses, now I know I used the stretched out time lapse. I stretched out the other time lapse instead of doing a proper recording. I do have another. I did a third picture, and I have a time lapse for that, and it's a 2-hour recording. I'm gonna condense it down to be manageable video size. But I'm hesitating to post it because I don't know. It just seems like people aren't liking the time lapse content. which maybe it's just, I mean, they've never performed super great, but like, it almost wonders if I'm doing something wrong with them. Maybe it just was that I wasn't using the full time lapse. Maybe I wasn't giving, I don't know. I'll do it. It's just I'm gonna work it into this the upcoming schedule as opposed to, you know, just dropping it with nothing around it. But yeah, like if any of you guys watch this kind of content, also watch time lapses, let me know. I'm wondering if maybe they're just two separate audiences and like if I'm wasting my time, I don't know. I don't know what to do if that's the case, because to be real with you guys, I mean, I've kind of done this channel sort of as a way to just, well, I've had a few different reasons for doing this channel, but one of them was to try and, you know, potentially generate interest around my art. I mean, I guess that is the case if you guys like my PNG tuber, but yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I can figure out how to make the time-lapse videos more interesting then, in any case. Because that's not something I plan on getting rid of, because that's, like, my primary passion is my art. The videos are cool, but, yeah. Like, don't have any intentions of becoming any sort of, like, big YouTuber or something like that, and that's why I've scaled back and I don't really do editing anymore. Maybe I could try streaming. I mean, my nerves about that type of thing, my anxiety around it, is lower, and it always is getting lower, especially the more viewers I get and engagement I get. I'm feeling more confident in being able to do that sort of thing. But I'm not gonna make any promises, because I already did that and then dropped the ball with all the Mod 7. I don't know if I should go back to that, by the way. I mean, technically the server's still up, so I could fiddle around with that, but that never really, that was kind of freeform anyways. But yeah. So, people are probably still, I mean, you've probably watched some of the other videos, some of you. Others don't know who I am. It's the first video you've ever seen. Other people probably, I don't know, maybe some people miss some of the stuff lately, because I was posting so regularly and then vanished, and they stopped paying attention. I don't know. Anyway, people might be wondering, well, where was I? What happened? So I kind of touched on this already in another GTA video, but basically, I got sick on Christmas. Well, okay, after Christmas. I got sick from some family. So I got, you know, laid up, but then I never really got better that quickly. I mean, the main cold dragged on for like about a week, but I just kept coughing and like having some sinus issues, enough that recording was kind of out of the question, because it was so frequent and bad, despite like all my other stuff clearing up. Well, I should say I've had sinus issues, coughing, and fatigue. Fatigue probably because I am just a person who is in terrible physical fitness, and anytime I get sick, it gets worse, because I end up being basically bedridden. I'm not very healthy. I got health problems, both mental and physical, so things are a struggle for me. But the cough didn't really clear up. Honestly, the fatigue slowly got better, but I think it's coming down to just how much physical activity I'm able to get day to day. I'm able to get more energy, and so I can put more of that energy into things like videos and art. And that's just been rising each day, and today is the first day that I'm really feeling like, okay, I can buckle down and pick up where I left off in December. So yeah, we lost a month, but I don't want to lose any more than that. So I'm pretty damn determined to just get the get things going at full steam, or nearly full steam. And the 1 hour video thing, that'll give me a little bit more flexibility. I can wrap up videos when it feels natural to do so, and it can also maybe be a little bit easier on me because, I mean, believe it or not, it takes a lot more energy than you would think to play a game and then also have to try and be coming up with commentary and stuff at the same time. Like, being on, having that sort of emotional state of knowing that you're presenting, essentially. It's hard to loosen up and just be relaxed entirely. And I don't even know if I should, because I feel like that would be less engaging. And I don't know how streamers do it for extended periods of time beyond simply that some of them don't, but I don't know. All the streamers that I watch, which isn't many because I'm not heavily invested in like the whole Twitch sort of scene. Like, there's 1 or 2 streamers that I show up for, or like if friends are streaming, I might go and do that though. With Lily streams daily, so that's, or not daily, I don't, but she has her schedule. And it's more frequent than I would normally watch Twitch. So yeah, like, streaming, it's never been my scene, so I kind of feel like I would be a bit of an imposter showing up and trying to be a streamer when I don't watch streamers. And so, like, I have that extra level of anxiety around things regarding that, because, yeah. I watch a lot of YouTube, so making YouTube videos and engaging with content in that manner makes a lot of sense for me. I'm making the type of content that I would watch when I was maybe a bit younger. I find myself watching less Let's Play content, but, I don't know how good of a video essayist I would be, considering I don't have any interest in editing. Any interest or skill in editing. So I kind of feel like that might be a little off the table. I could research a topic and discuss it, but I probably couldn't do like a properly edited whole thing with that. So, I don't know. The main content I want to make is art, though. Above all else, I want to, especially my comic, I want to get that going again. And that got completely... It kind of sucks, because like, I had gotten the most progress going on it, and I might pick it back up. But it's a little daunting to pick that back up with the videos, because I was kind of stacking that onto a pretty full plate in December. Yeah, whatever, LJT. Oops. I was glancing away. So yeah, lost my train of thought. We will be getting back in the swing of things. Oh, right, I was talking about artwork and comics and stuff. I do want to get the comic done. Honestly, I'm almost wondering if maybe... It's like... So I don't want to continue where I left off with the comic, because I feel like I don't like the state that the first couple chapters are in. And even in terms of storytelling, the later chapters are okay in their pacing, but I want to redo chapters 1 and 2 for sure. Those have to get completely redone. And if I just made chapter 6, I kind of feel like there's such a jump, because that was 2019 that I think I did chapter 5. and then to start that back up where I'm at in 2024, there's going to be a huge jump in quality of my art. And I don't know, especially because I'm thinking of I want to change the actual format. I was doing like manga pages before that, or like actual paper page, but that's like under the weird assumption that I would ever actually publish a physical version. And even if I did, I've gotten like the comic books can be in all sorts of shapes. Like they don't have to be like novel shaped like manga is. And most people engage with content digitally anyways. So like a more square shaped, maybe 4-panel square comics feels more in my wheelhouse. I don't know. We'll see what I end up deciding to go with by the end of it, but yeah. But I'm almost wondering if maybe the thing to do is pick up the story somewhere else, because this is actually a really big story that like spans over like multiple decades. And I've toyed with the idea, and I've always felt like I lacked the skill or the work ethic and patience to fully render the whole thing. So like with Sunset Marauder itself, it's actually just the story of like, it's focused on 2 characters, Delaney and Luka, and kind of like it is, I guess, the ending ultimately. The part I'm telling right now is kind of part of the middle of the overall story, but I almost wonder if I chose a bit hastily to set the story where it is. I mean, I think it's fine, because I think like it introduces some characters and stuff, but I feel like I have to finish at least Act 1 before I can go and start jumping around the timeline. And so I don't know, I'm kind of conflicted, because the parts of the story, that I've been working on in terms of writing and doodling and stuff that I'm excited about aren't really even in proximity to... Well, okay, one part is in Act 2, admittedly. But other parts are like massive prequel eras to where Sunset Marauder is, which in my mind, I don't even think of it as a prequel. I think it's just a different chapter of bigger story. But yeah. So I don't know. For those of you that follow my art, what would your... Why did I go... This is a dead-end road. What would your opinions be of me picking up the story, potentially with a set of characters you've never met before, decades earlier than the actual story, like where the comic is right now? Because that might be more engaging for me to work on at this moment, and then I can come back and work on Sunset Marauder itself later. And yeah, the name is not going to be Sunset Marauder. I mean, I have a working title of the whole overarching thing is that, but like, I mean, my car in GTA is kind of a perfect example of like, one of the other stories is, and it's actually the prequel that leads into Sunset Marauder, I think. Well, okay, no, I've kind of moved some titles around, but yeah, one of them is titled Midnight Skyline, which is Luka's car and what this GTA car is modeled after. The Elegy is based off of the Skyline, and stylistically it's kind of the R32 mashed with the R34, whereas Luka drives an R34 sedan. So not quite the same, but whoops. Okay. And yeah, like I haven't even gotten the opportunity to like get into my particular choices in the vehicles or really do much of a chase scene. Like that's one of the things I wanted to do. It's in Act 2. There is this very specific chase scene that I've kept thinking about and like writing and rewriting certain parts to lead into it, and I really want to draw that. But like it's gonna be a while in the comic, and it's not even, there's like another 2 chase scenes in Act 1 that I could be focusing on, but it's not where my brain is at. So I feel like I have not done, like I've made a comic with the intention of it being like maybe not racing per se, but car chases and stuff being a big part of that comic. Like, and I just haven't actually drawn any of that, which is frustrating because the story I wrote has a lot of other things happening before the first major sort of car chase. Now, I admittedly, my rewrite of chapters 1 and 2 actually fixes that a little bit. There is a little bit more car action, but I just, you know, I want that creative energy fueling my my art, and I think if I can get other parts of the story under my belt, and maybe if I put together a big timeline and then just have like blank spots I fill in and like periodically post that timeline and show you guys like where this, what's still to come. Maybe that would be cool. I don't know. I know like no one's watching at this point because the overlap of people that are probably engaged in my art enough to know anything about my comic. Whoops. Well, those who were watching a GTA video, random GTA video about channel updates, is those are 2 separate circles and not on that Venn diagram. But I'm rambling about it anyways. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do, it's either the chase scene in chapter 2 or an entire prequel section that has a few different names. One of the names is Midnight Skyline, but I actually think I'm going to ditch that. I can't remember. There was like 2 other names I was working for this section, but it's actually, Luka is in it, but he's a kid. So I actually think Midnight Skyline might be the name I end up giving to the part of the story directly before Sunset Marauder, which is where this explanation of how Delaney and Luka end up in the circumstances they're in of being getaway drivers and all of that. But a lot of that context and stuff gets explored as the story develops in Sunset Marauder, which will then open up the door to things. But I don't know. I kind of just want to get stuff done, and I feel like the people are just gonna have to bear with me because my brain is weird, and I need to do the things that I obsess over before I can do the things that I'm supposed to do in terms of finishing the story that I've already started. I mean, it's all the same story. It's just, it's a story that actually spans several decades and has like various points to zoom in on and focus about. And yeah. I feel like I gotta go and address the things that my mind has fixated on. So that, as much as I'm conflicted about it, I'm saying it now. I'm gonna work on that. Maybe I'll work on Sunset Marauder at the same time. I still have to decide which project, because there's a whole bunch. It's a bunch of stuff I want to do, but I don't know how I'm going to get the energy to do it all, on top of all of my other obligations. But I want to so badly create this stuff. And hopefully someone out there wants to see it all. I don't know. I know I can do it if I just do it. I'm at a skill level now that, yeah, I'm not perfect. Yeah, I make mistakes in every piece still, but, and I can accept that. But I'm a lot better than I was when I was working on Sunset Marauder, and I think I need to stop letting that be a chain weighing me down from being able to create any more long form art projects. Because at this point, it's starting to feel that way. I was able to produce a comic 1 page a week for multiple years on end. Yeah, with some hiatuses. But, the fact that I've not done that since, even though I have a better workflow and I'm much more skilled than I was between 2016 and 2019 compared to now, it's, yeah, I don't know. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to produce something that just blows what I've made thus far out of the water. But beyond just anxiety holding me back about it. Not what I meant to do, but sure. But yeah. That pretty much sums up all the things I wanted to talk about this video. I don't know. I mean, the big thing for this video is just letting you guys know. I'm, you know, I already made the I'm back video, but this is February. And February is back to mostly normal. So here goes. I have the time-lapse commentary coming up at some point. I haven't actually scheduled it, so I may need to move schedule around. But the time-lapse commentary for my last picture, you know, if you guys are interested in that, it's gonna be the full time-lapse, so you know, if you like my art, if you like my PNG tuber, go check out my different art videos. Because yeah, I'd like to do time lapses of pictures I draw if I remember to record, and if I, you know, it's safe to work for YouTube and everything. And I try to talk about the different techniques I'm doing, or like my thought process going through different things, or emotions and stuff that go into certain pieces. And I'm thinking of doing that type of thing for the comic stuff. Maybe that'll be a good way to integrate the comic. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'll work that into the channel, where I do time lapses and time lapse commentaries of the pages for. It'll probably be a shorter run, but I think it's either gonna be something that happens in Act 2, and then we can pick up with it later. Whoops. Pick up with it as Sunset Marauder catches up to it. We either do that, or we do the sequel story, or the prequel story, I mean. It's just like so, like, I know it's the easiest way to describe it for you guys because I can't go into detail, but it's just hilarious to me because, like, yeah, it's a prequel, but it's not the only one, because it's Sunset Marauder itself is like, okay, let me think about this. The part that I would actually consider a prequel, that one. which is called The Brothers Russo. I wasn't even thinking about the directors when I came up with those character names in the name of the Russo family, and I'm so annoyed with myself, but I'm sticking to my guns on that. And maybe I'll find a different way to present it so it's not referencing the directors at all, because it has nothing to do with them. But yeah, the three Russo brothers, the Lions, who run a mafia in what is essentially Pittsburgh, but Pennsburg in my story. And how they came to be. That's sort of one of the two prequel stories. The other, and like that one takes place when they are teenagers. Then the story of Luka's father kind of follows that. Then the story of the transition point where where Luka himself, his childhood, that's another story, and the one I'm one of the ones I'm considering telling. Touches on Delaney's childhood a little too, but not that particular story. That particular one is pretty much all Luka. There's another part that also touches on Delaney. Then actually there's a whole part between like the rise of the Russo crime syndicate and the Mid-Atlantic Freedom Front. Yeah, there's a couple other side things too of other characters. And we'll see. I have so much of a story I want to tell. I built it out a lot over the years. It's kind of in different Google Docs and stuff. It needs to be stitched together properly. And I'm very bad at doing that. I'm very bad at following through and pulling things together. And I think the best way I can possibly do that is just to spin something up into a larger project again, because that was the best organization I ever had for Sunset Marauder, was when it was running, and I was able to start attaching things and whatnot, but all of that is just a tangled mess in my Google Drives at this point. So I got onto a tangent about the comic stuff again. Sorry, we were talking about the channel. Maybe I just wrap the video here. You'll see. Things will be coming. Things will be happening. I'll probably make a special time-lapse series just for the comic with its own thumbnail and number tracker. Because I think we'll probably be doing that a little differently than I've been doing the other time-lapses. I have an idea for that. But yeah. That'll be it for this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Jack 3, and, yeah. Later.